And we're getting ready. Real basketball is upon us. Baseball is back. Excuse me, I just drank a beer. Sorry for that. Did not mean to be rude.
Act like you. I know your parents. They didn't raise you backside of a barn like that, son.
Lot going on, man. A lot going on as we get ready for this. What episode are we on? 52?
52.
52. Officially 1 year around the sun.
Yes. Boy. So that means no. Think about all the episodes we never got out. The first 3.
Call that practice.
It was. Bad practice too, boy. Awful.
Well, we about to have some more bad practices when we get on this OBS. Gonna try to give it a shot for
round 2
Around the League edition.
Fight.
Yeah, for the Around the League edition, we're gonna give it a shot. So we'll be recording. If y'all log into Twitch or whatever and you look at us, just know, I mean, ain't gonna be no breaks, ain't gonna be no commercials, ain't gonna be no graphics. We are literally testing for functionality. That is
welcome to the ride.
But as we get ready for episode 52, man, y'all know what this is. This is the pregame. Your boy switched over to the pods. Had to get rid of the big headphones because
I don't think because it's hot. Because it's hot.
Yes. It is. We're at the part of the year now where it's like, so this morning, for example, it was 48 degrees this morning. The high during the day. So I left this morning doing errands and all that stuff with 48-degree weather clothes on.
Oh, no, my friend. You got to have a hybrid.
The high
you gotta
today
have
was 83. I was
cooked.
like, oh, my God.
Cooked.
I walked back in the house. Candace was like, yo, are you
flustered?
high? I said, what was your first giveaway? Was it the rosy red cheeks or was it the beads of sweat coming down the side of my
Boy, gotta come in the house, just sit down for a minute, collect yourself. Woo.
Boy, I was like, all right, I definitely dressed for the day and not the weather. So,
Yourself.
You know, it is what it is. You know, you got to prepare for the future, get ready for it. Speaking of prepare for the future, getting ready for things, we know somebody whose season is officially over. We're actually going to talk about him in the pregame because we don't want to talk about it during the NBA segment because we're going to talk about playoff teams during the NBA segment.
That was a shot.
Layup, too. I mean, it was right there. It was a layup.
That boy didn't deny it nothing. Yep, you're right. I shot him, and I shoot him again.
So speaking of teams, so we're going to talk about teams that have lottery picks. Oh, no, we're not, because they don't have that either. We're going to talk about the Los Angeles Lakers. So
you are aggressive tonight. My God.
The Lakers have nothing. Like, they have no playoffs. They
no
have
hope.
No future picks. They have a whole bunch of old pieces.
And they got Westbrook and that contract.
And Westbrook. Well, they got LeBron. LeBron said he's coming back for year 20. I don't think we'll ever see LeBron play a full 82-game season ever again. So I think you're getting him back probably for 65 games next year.
You did see where Adam Silver is looking at incentivizing players who play the whole season. That kind of went into.
It's worth almost $1 billion.
Oh no! There's not enough money to incentivize him. Spend $1 million. I spent $1 million in my own personal health. Do you think I need your little boy? Get away from me! But no, I think that's
1,000 a game to play.
Yeah, I think it is interesting that they are looking at trying to find ways to get players to play more. Because you're right, most of them playing about 65 to 72 games. Like that's right around.
LeBron's 37. He'll be 38.
Oh yeah. I'm 35 when I did push-ups last episode, and it was a lot on my life. So if anybody understands, I do. But it should be interesting. You also
don't spend $1 million on your body.
I almost made a joke there at my own expense, but I choose not to. I do not choose violence today. Talking about people who are getting destroyed. Bazemore Sitting
waiting
at
on
the-
that one.
Sitting at the end, first of all, let's go ahead and back it up because we haven't talked about
Bro, how
Bays
you
in a
get
long.
Go
I
ahead.
do.
I want to jump the gun.
Kent Bazemore is a thief and be thieving. He stole all that money from the Atlanta Hawks. It was never anything except for just out there, just running around, doing nothing full speed. Somehow he ended up with the Lakers and starting. That's when I said, this team ain't going to be nothing, never. You're starting Kent Bazemore, your season is already over. Trust me, I've seen this up close and personal. This man is a hot, flaming bag.
We have seen this
trash
movie before.
Yes, and not interested in this is straight to VHS sequel. Nobody wants to see this shit. So,
damn, let's talk about me being aggressive.
It's Bazemore. I don't care.
Black man. Bazemore.
Hey, man.
So this is what I look at Bazemore as. Bazemore is the walk-on of the NBA. So you know how you have the walk-on college basketball players that sit at the end of the bench and they do they do shit like rowing the boat and doing the little dances and all that. He's like Theo Pinson. He should be in the same league as Theo Pinson. So I agree because we would never pay Theo Pinson the amount of money that we paid Kent Bazemore. And
would
Theo
you
Pinson
start him? Would you start him?
I'm on any team. He didn't even start at North Carolina. So,
would you start him? If you wouldn't start him, you sure wouldn't start him for NBA Blue Blood, the LA Lakers next. So first of all, Kent Bazemore and LeBron James don't need to be on the same floor at any point at the same time. And to think that LeBron was walking out there like, I got to do this with Kent Bazemore, I scoff at that.
And y'all wonder why LeBron's I'm not sitting out and averaging 30 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, a half a block a game. They did all that. He averaged all that just to get scrubbed.
That is also the reason Russell Westbrook is not coming off the bench. There's never a world where you're going to tell me that you're going to start Kent Bazemore and bench Russell Westbrook. You're smoking the dopiest of dopes if you think that Russ is going to sit there and watch that bum go out there and do nothing to start. Nah, can't do it. Can't win with him.
I think, Vogel did do something like that, and that's
Vogel is fired.
Is about to get
He's
fired.
Unemployed. You better get your check, son, because you will never be a Laker again. You might not even be allowed back in the stadium unless you're coaching for another team. But Frank Vogel, you've been fired for so long. You've been fired since before All-Star. So boy, somebody said his house already on Zillow.
You think he bought that house? That was forever rented, leased.
Probably staying in LeBron's guest house.
I wouldn't mind. Well, first off, we'll get here. We'll deviate a little bit. I wouldn't mind Frank Vogel because he's a defensive-oriented coach, right? Most of his teams outside of the Lakers, this Lakers team this year, if you look at Frank Vogel's teams, he's a defensive-oriented coach. Are you waiting for me to finish so you can say hell no?
Yep, I'm waiting for you to get to whatever point you think that you might have so I can step on it.
I wouldn't mind him on the bench with the Hawks as an assistant coach.
Oh, sure. I'm sure.
You thought I meant bring him to Atlanta as a head coach? No.
Did you not see me looking intently to see exactly what the hell you was about to say? I was about to say, boy, it was a little bit more than just beer and then brew, clearly. Yeah, I don't think by any stretch of the imagination he will be the worst coach on the coaching staff. So yeah, he'd be a great addition. Just not interested in him being the head coach here. Not now, not ever.
No, he'd be the 4th assistant. Like, we need you to just coach defense. That's all I need you to do. Coach defense. If he does that, I wouldn't mind seeing him on the bench.
I'd rather have Coach Melvin back than Frank Vogel.
I don't think I think they're paying Coach Melvin, dog. But also the Lakers. This is the last Lakers news, so this is why we're talking about them this much. Because we ain't talking about the Lakers no more. So no need to.
Oh yeah, they're literally a team you won't have to talk about other than maybe Melo retires or not. But that's it. You're right. The team is what it is. Number 1, and they don't have no draft picks. Number 2.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to hear about them until the end of the offseason.
Call them Chuck.
I don't even know who they're going to play. Who do they play in the G League?
Call them Chuck because they are stuck. What do you mean?
So what about Westbrook? Do you think they're going to get him to the Hornets?
Michael Jordan. You just got this little piece of team you got, and here you are going to try to bring another Jordan Brand guy over here just so you can sell some sneakers, you damn fool, and you're gonna take the ball out of one of the like right now, I would say easily top five ball handler in the NBA, LaMelo Ball. And LeVar Ball was right. With that said, no, Michael Jordan, you better put that Henny down, you become a super gremlin.
I don't see Westbrook's role on this team because you got Scary Terry off the bench. You've already paid Scary Terry. Obviously, Melo is starting, and
that's
I don't see.
You gonna play the 4?
I don't see a. It's like I don't see a place where you would have LaMelo and Russell Westbrook on the floor at the same time at all.
Doing what?
There's no way that they could be on the court at the same time. You either take the ball out of Westbrook's hands and make him an off-the-ball player, which you can't do. Obviously, he can't do it because you can't do it here in Los Angeles. Or you take the ball out of LaMelo's hands and make him an off-the-ball player, which he has never done. He's always been the point guard, and he's the best point guard you got. So, and you trying to pay all this stupid amount of money. Like Westbrook, I hope MJ doesn't do this.
Westbrook to New York.
That solves. Sure, go do it. Westbrook to New York. Yes.
I mean, doesn't that sound like super New Yorkian? It sounds like right up their alley. They do need a point guard, I guess. I think Derrick Rose. Can't imagine Derrick Rose keeps coming back.
Yeah, they keep paying him.
I mean, you're right. He like to play basketball. I mean, he's good when he's out there for what he's out there for. But I can't pay him anymore. Can't count on him enough. Definitely not the end of the season.
So if you're not willing to pay Derrick Rose, why would you pay $44 million for Westbrook?
Because Russ gonna play 81 games.
What are you willing to give up if you're the Knicks? You have a lottery pick. I mean, you're in the lottery. Lakers gonna want something. You're gonna have to give up a young player, or you're gonna have to give up a pick. And I don't know if the Knicks want to do either, because they should get rid of everybody over there. That's old.
Kimba, and Alec Burks, and Cam Reddish
for Russell Westbrook.
Yep.
I don't know what you just did there. But
I don't either.
Decided to go in the dark.
Yo, we went full power outage over here. I was not ready. I was like, man, that was shit.
But man, but to keep it moving,
the scary cast, boy.
You see me? That's like the last episode that we did last month, where it was turned out that we have what these called nail pops in the house. So like when the house shifts, nails will.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what I heard. The floor shifts. So that's what I heard. And then I had to go get the shotgun.
Remember that? Well, say, man, we support the right to bear arms around here.
Click clack.
I mean, I don't know all it. Like the Knicks are stupid, the Lakers are stupid. Let them be stupid together. I can see them making a stupid deal. But yeah, I mean, I think that the Lakers would definitely take Kemba. At least you don't have to deal. Why not? At least you don't have to deal with Russ. Like Russ in the way. But then you're taking the ball out of RJ Barrett's hands and putting it in Russ. And if I'm RJ Barrett, I'm gonna tell you right now, you take the ball out of my hands and you give it to Russ, I'm asking for a trade expeditiously. Like that day. Either he gonna be here or I'm gonna be here, but we will not be here. We cannot coexist together. Period. You can bring a lot of people over here. Westbrook ain't it. Nope, can't do it.
Where Westbrook goes. I honestly, Westbrook seems like he's in a Baker Mayfield type situation.
That is a great way to put it.
You can do about it. There's nothing that he can do about it.
Go to the Lord.
I mean, he can't go nowhere.
It's just one of the things about the NBA. When everybody in the NBA has a good point guard.
And this is a guard-driven league.
I know where he'll probably end up.
Washington. Right back in Washington.
I can see him going back to Washington or Utah. Another place they really don't. They can't really.
Hell no. He would hate it in Utah.
Doesn't matter. Do you want to play or not, son? You would take.
They need a point. They need somebody to run really, really fast.
Would you give?
I give up Conley. Yeah.
No. You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Spider. Because Spider wants out. It's really would you trade him?
They smoking dope if they think that they're gonna get Westbrook for Spider.
And in 2027. It's all. I mean, that's all you got. You're right. No, you're right. The Knicks would put together a better deal than that. The Knicks would sell out. Yeah, you just can't.
Ben Simmons the hell out of Spider before I trade him for a 2027 pick in Westbrook. You just got to sit on the bench and get fined. We'll go to court.
Litigation. What? Litigation. I will see you in court, my friend. You can file all them Ben Simmons lawsuits for your head hurting and your butt hurting and your back hurting. But what you won't do is you won't leave me with Russ and the 2027 first round pick. You are correct.
For our entire franchise player.
Yeah, because you're right. Can't do it.
But I mean, it would be a good look
teams,
for him, though.
It would be other teams that will put together better packages for Spider than the Lakers can. I don't know what else you would trade. Maybe Russ and THT, a 2027. You would probably need a third player.
Now the Knicks could do that. You would trade Russ if you trade THT, Russ, Malik Monk for what do the Knicks have to give?
Thoughts and prayers.
You trade all that to you ain't taking no lateral. Like what are you gonna get for them? You gonna get Alec Burks, Cam Reddish,
Julius.
They're not trading Julius for that. I trade Julius. Ain't no way. I trade Julius to Miami for
No. You better not. You better not steal my trade. I've been saying that. No, that's mine.
That's gonna happen. Or Dallas, but the Dallas don't have nobody to give. Or Washington. Trade them to Washington. They got 72 forwards.
Washington is but you can't trade them to Washington.
They got a lot of assets.
But yeah, it's all the same guys you already traded over there. Trez and Kuzma. You can't just undo. My bad. Hey, just send them back. Just send them back, dog. Boy, the Lakers so damn stupid. They traded all them good players for broke down Anthony Davis. That cloudy ass ring, boy. Y'all about dumb as a box of rocks. Y'all deserve whatever y'all get.
What's that? Undo.
Damn fool. I was like, why would you do this? But yeah, let's move forward. Tiger's back.
The Lakers for 18 minutes. We ain't talking about them no more. No more. Don't ask us no more about the Lakers.
I don't know. But that's my answer.
Tiger is back. Tiger Woods is back. Now he started out with a birdie in the first round and ended up making the cut, which is, in case you've been living under a rock and you know that Tiger Woods normally makes the cut at most of these majors. He got in a really bad car accident, broke his ankle, shattered his leg.
Near death car accident. Let's clarify that. Let's be very clear on that. Near death, almost died. Yeah,
and it rolled over, and then he almost had to have his leg amputated.
Yeah, for him to be out there and to play 18 at Augusta, which is a big ass course, is amazing. And then for him to make the cut, like he hasn't played any golf since he's been hurt. What the rest of you know how sorry the rest of you guys got to be? This man almost legit fell off, hasn't played golf, and was like, oh, I'll make the cut. Easy money. If you missed the cut and you've been practicing, dog, quit. Start a podcast. This is just not for you, dog.
He did indoctrinate himself back into golf. He has been practicing for the last probably like 6 months, but
he hasn't played anywhere.
He hasn't played.
It's one thing to go out there every day and shoot a million free throws. That don't mean you like, all right, well, let's go hoop. Let's go knock out these playoffs. Nah, and that's what the Masters are. And to make the cut, that's amazing to me.
Now I will say, and it's fire and why they did it. And I know he's a moneymaker, but it sucks for all the other golfers, including the guy that won today that nobody's talking about. I did get a
Scheffler.
notification, but it all became about Tiger. The whole weekend was about Tiger Woods. Like ESPN only talked about Tiger. They did a whole Tiger pregame special on his win 25 years ago at the Masters. That's 25.
That's one of the biggest. That's one of the biggest moments in Masters history, and
he set the record.
He's also the guy who just got paid. What was it, like $7 million for not golfing, just being the guy that everybody looks up all the time on the internet. So yeah, I mean, it's Tiger being more of himself.
But so he did make it. So it was entertaining. I'm sure they would have set a viewership record if he had, been in the mix. But it's hard to come back with all of that rust. No matter how much you practice, you still got to walk 18 holes.
You almost lost your leg. Just to be able to do that, man, is hell. You better. I mean,
what it is.
I was gonna say you better than me, but you always better than me. But it's a hell of a feat. Let me say that. It's a better way to put it.
Yeah. But moving on, man. Moving on. Baseball's back.
Tear the club up, thugs.
Back, boy. And
who run it?
I mean,
who run it?
First series of the year, we've had 2 benches clear already after players.
You said what?
Hit by pitches. 2
benches.
4 benches. 4 benches.
Benches.
I said.
Whoa! I was like, excuse me.
No, benches. Clear. The Nationals and the Mets, who are division rivals.
Whoa! No, the Expos.
The Washington Expos and the New York Mets, who are division rivals of the Braves, started off this year, and for whatever reason, in the first game, 3 Mets players got hit by a pitch. 3. In the last one, the dude got hit in the face, and the manager for the Mets came out and was like, "You know what? This is some BS. Everybody's
time to fight.
3. That's 3, and that's time to fight." And they're ready to go.
Yeah.
I was like, it's the first game.
First of all, that pitcher has no control. Either he has no control or he's out there to be a menace on day one. Either way, you got to get your man in check. And yeah, on the third batter, it's no talking. Hey, fellas, up and out. Let's do it. You got to get right to
hit
it.
Him in the face. Like, Buddy laid on the ground, so they had to tend to him first.
And Lindor, right?
Came out there. Yeah. And then the manager came out and was just like, "Yo, no, we can't have this anymore." And
we finna whoop their ass. That's what you have to walk out there and say.
Running across. Once you see the bullpen start running across the outfield, I was like, "Oh,
that is so far. Now. That's so far to run too. That's actually really stupid because you got to run all the way there. By the time you get there, you're gonna be gassed. You need to be on the jog. If you're sprinting, you're a dead man on site. You can't run for 100 yards and think that you're gonna get there and run, jump, kick me. Well, I'm gonna smoke your boots on site. I have all of my wins.
No. They're the club punch guys. They ain't coming in to square up. They coming in to come hit you in the back of the head. Pop, pop. You don't want to get.
You remember that time? Who was the dude who threw? Was that Pedro who threw Don Zimmer down?
Threw Don Zimmer down, grabbed him by the head, threw him on the ground, shut it.
And they got mad with Pedro. Bro, you can't sit there.
Me.
Yeah, what you expect me to do? Threw that old man down like that on the ground.
Old man didn't get up either. That man rolled over, just laid there like I may have.
And got mad with Pedro, like, nah, bro. Any of y'all old people can get it. I thought any of y'all
also, the Cubs and Brewers, man. The Cubs and Brewers were fighting after McCutchen got hit by a pitch. They're down 6-0 in the top of the ninth, and he got hit square in the chest. And the bench is cleared then. And I was like, well, this is going to be an interesting baseball season. They did all of this locking out and negotiating, and they were all holding the picket fence together. As soon as the game start, all right, back to fight.
You know what time it is now, baby. Let's fight. Speaking of people getting assaulted, the New York Yankees, they offer Aaron Judge 7 years, $230 million. And
$30 million a year.
I think that they think he plays in the NBA and not the MLB. Does he play power forward for the Knicks?
I mean, he's 6'8".
He would probably be a better. You know what? Do you think that the Yankees would the Knicks be happier with Aaron Judge playing power forward than Julius?
Nope, because Aaron Judge turned down their lucrative offer saying he wants more money. So Julius took that money and ran. It was like, bet.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. Julius, man, you should have took your ass to Miami, man. I'm gonna say that till my end of days. There's just no reason to get out of New York. But yes.
But Aaron Judge turned down $230 million to go to arbitration. Now, arbitration is normally when baseball players that are on normally a rookie deal or have outplayed it, they go to court to prove that they've outplayed their contract based upon payment, based upon production. So if they've outplayed the contract, then they normally will have to get paid more money. So for him to turn down $230 million means he thinks he should get more money than $230 million.
And he probably wants a 10-year deal too. He wants a poison pill deal. You got to think he's and they should probably give him one.
Not at okay.
Wait, Aaron Judge is 30 years old?
Can't be.
30
years old, then I completely understand. He's 29 years old. I completely understand now.
Oh, his birthday is like tomorrow. 29 days. Yep. Look at that. Happy birthday in advance to my guy. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, now I totally understand why he wants 10 years.
This is it.
They offered him
this
7.
Is it.
So they in a Freddie Freeman deal, because if you offer him 7 years, that means he's 7 years, 230. He's done at 200 at 37 years old.
How did I feel?
Probably the 10-year. I thought he was like 24.
20. Yeah, I thought he was way younger than this. You tricked us, Patrick Beverly.
And he's Mr. Anti-Vax.
That's the reason that Kyrie can play right now. Is because of this man here.
Yep. So I don't know if I would offer him more than 7 years. That's 7 years, 230.
When did he get this old? He did not age. He aged overnight.
When did he get caught up to the big league?
This is not really. This is blowing my mind right now. I don't know why I thought he was like 25. Damn. Well, you a veteran.
He made his debut in 2016. So he's 24 when he made his debut.
Hey, better get it. You're right. You better get it because it's gonna be your last one, big dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, you better start at 300. You gotta start at 300. Somebody will pay you that. But get over there to Baltimore to end your career.
They'll do it. But
damn, you learn something new every day.
With that being said, we come to the end of episode. The pregame. Sorry, we come to the end of the pregame for episode 52 of the Splash Cast. We're now going to get into the ATL edition. We're talking about the Braves, Falcons, and Hawks.
We're going to talk about a baseball team that's actually good and actually has signed the majority of all of their players at this point. So yeah, let's talk about the World Series champion Braves and World Series rings.
Y'all stay tuned.